If you love traveling, then you'll know that dealing with money while abroad isn't always easy. In fact, most people lose a lot of money because of just a few simple mistakes. I'm Matt from Matt Ventures, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 ways to save money while abroad. Let's jump right in. My first tip is to always use the local currency option when paying by card. Most point of sale machines are going to give you the option to pay in the local currency or in your home currency. But what they don't tell you is just how bad the exchange rate is. In fact, no matter what bank you use, you're almost guaranteed to get a better rate if you use the local currency. For example, if you're from the USA and you're traveling to Europe, you always want to pay in euros and not dollars. To add to that, not all banks are equal. Some offer better rates and travel perks than others. I've been using Revolut as a digital alternative to banking for quite some time, and I've found it to be one of the best. Revolut offers a number of cool features like interbank exchange rates, which means it's the best possible exchange rate at the time, as well as allowing you to split money instantly between friends, and also offering optional medical and device insurance while you're traveling. Now, of course, Revolut won't always be the best option for you, but do check with your local banks to make sure you get the very best possible deal. If you do choose to go with Revolut, I'll leave a link down in the description, and every new sign up will support Matt Ventures. In some cases, having cards just won't be enough, and that brings us to tip number 3. A lot of times, especially in less developed countries, you're going to need to change money from your home currency to get local cash, because most businesses just won't even accept card payments. More often than not, the easiest way to get cash is to withdraw from an ATM. However, if you can't find one, then you're going to need to go to an exchange bureau and always try and find a legitimate one in the local area. Sometimes street money changers will try to lure you in with better rates, but the risk just isn't worth it because they'll either end up scamming you or use you in some sort of money laundering scheme. When you're looking for a local exchange bureau, you can just hunt around because a lot of them are going to have different rates, so always look to get the best possible rate for your currency to the local currency. Just like credit card point of sales, the most common thing these ATMs are going to try to do to take more money from you is to get you to pay in your home currency. They're going to show you a rate which they say is a good rate, but really what they mean is they're going to charge you way more than your local bank would. They're going to say that the rate from your local bank isn't guaranteed and you could end up being charged a lot more money. In reality, that's never the case, and the ATM is going to be the one that charges you more. So no matter all the big red warnings that come up on screen warning you to pay in your home currency or to convert the money using the ATM's rates, never do that, and always say that you'll use your bank's conversion rates. Another thing you have to look out for is a fee that the ATMs charge. Usually on the final screen right before you take your cash, it's going to say that there's a 2-3 euro charge or even a 1 or 2% charge on each withdrawal. Make sure that you don't fall for an extra 5 euro charge on a simple withdrawal. Always look for an ATM owned by a local bank because those are usually going to be the ones that are most safe to withdraw from. Tip number 4 is for people traveling as a group or even as a couple. Now, when you're abroad together, there's going to be a lot of shared expenses, and the best way to deal with these is by using a kitty. That's when everyone pools in the same amount of money into a shared fund that one person is in charge of, and every time there's a shared group expense, you all take money from that one fund to avoid having to split the bill every single time. Tip number 5, the last tip I have for you, is more about safety than anything else. Usually you should carry a little bit of extra cash and maybe even an extra card in a secret compartment, maybe in your backpack. I like to roll up some cash in a sock and hide that. And that is just in case you lose your wallet or even end up getting mugged. That way you'll have a backup just to carry you on for a couple of extra days until you can get back on your feet. Some people like to take this a step further and even carry a decoy wallet on them. And that means if someone's trying to rob you, you can pull out this spare wallet which has only a little bit of cash and maybe some expired or cancelled cards. And that way they'll leave you alone and you wouldn't have lost much. Now, this is a little bit of an exaggeration, but it would be useful if you plan on visiting some really dodgy places. If you found any of these travel money tips useful, please make sure to leave a like on the video, and if you have any more, leave them in the comments below so other travelers can save as much money as possible next time they go abroad.